Hey, this is SpinTripFall, and it is day 7 of my Stardew Valley playthrough. And today is Mayor Lewis's birthday, which I totally fail to do. Give you guys a little music in the background here, just a little bit. But uh, the relationship with Mayor Lewis is, I feel like, not top priority for me at this point in the game. The Hat Mouse has opened his stall. I hinted earlier that there is an abandoned building out in the forest, and that is now a stall where you can buy hats. And this is Robin telling me that she can make me wells, which, I mean, not really useful until way later on in the game, if you want to ask me. I mean, if you're watching the video, I guess you kind of probably want to ask me. But I got some potatoes from the random mixed seeds that I had. So potatoes. I was wrong about it being any random spring crop, I think, because it gave me potatoes or any like wild crop like leeks and stuff. It just gave me potatoes. I don't know what the other one's gonna give me. We'll find out. Um, I mean, I know that I've got cauliflower and beans and whatnot planted, but that was the row of mixed seeds. And I thought it'd give me wild stuff before, but maybe I was wrong. Still going through the museum. I'm going through here and I'm thinking, alright, which one am I really gonna work on? And the one I really want to work on is craft a furnace and slay 10 slimes and get to level 40 in the mines. Of course, I won't be able to get to level 40 in the mines today, but as you can see, stashing everything away. I probably could have took the potatoes with me for more energy, but I'm going minimalist because when you go down in the mines, you want to have as little stuff with you as possible so you can actually drag back the loot. And you'll see I still run into some inventory management issues, so I'm gonna have to make some money and get a backpack before too deep into this game. I'd like to get a backpack before the end of next week, but I don't see it happening by day 14. It's a possibility, but uh, inventory juggling is, I don't know. It's not exactly fun in games. I don't know if any of you have ever played Spelunky. Spelunky juggling is a thing. You can only hold one item at once, and sometimes you have to carry 3 or 4 items to the end of a level, and you're on the time limit. Yeah, inventory juggling gets to be a pain. But here I am. I made it to the mystical mine, and ding, going down. You can go down to any floor that you've reached in increments of 5. So since I've gotten to floor 5 before, the elevator is open for floor 5. So went ahead and start on floor 5. Might as well try and progress a little bit on the get down to 40 myth. And here you can see there's no exit and no enemies, just a blank level of the mine, and that happens. They're randomly generated once again, Spelunky-esque. It's kind of roguelike in that sense that, at least I'm pretty sure these are randomly generated. Each floor is just a bloop, whatever you happen to roll. And so I am looking for the ladder. It has to be hidden under one of these rocks. Which one? I don't know. Could be anyone. Sometimes there's a couple that have it. There we go. And this is more interesting. Got some slimes going on. Like I said, I'm using the Xbox controller. On the Xbox controller, it's X to slash and then A to defend, which you'll see me do a bad job of here. Boom! I was facing the wrong direction, which if you're defending the wrong direction does not work, by the way. Boom! Could have defended that one and I missed it. So, and I took some damage there I didn't have to. But this game's so forgiving. Look how little damage that did. The left bar in the bottom right hand corner, the one with the little red cross above it, is your health. Excuse me. And I picked up a quartz crystal there, which you've seen me get quartz before. And Another slime, so it's going good. Sometimes, you pop in here and you don't get a bunch of slimes like this, especially when you're on a mission. Trying to get slimes is like trying to find the Lego that you need. It's always there when you don't need it, but when you actually need them, they're hard to find. So I was happy to come across so many slimes here, even though they took some damage out of me. I was gonna eat the field snacks to give me my energy back anyways to be able to keep going, so and it doesn't really matter. Uh, I haven't gone too super deep in the cave. I don't know if some point maybe once you go deep enough it gets hard, like actually difficult. But as far as deep as I've gotten, it's never been too hard. Couple times when I didn't know the enemy in the area, like a fresh enemy would surprise me. Could have hit that block, missed it. Blocked and then got hit by it. My combat's so bad in this video, and you'll find when you play the game that the combat it feels a little bit awkward. It takes a while to get used to. It's that old school, and you can only face in 4 directions. You're one of 4 ways. So yeah, that's a nice cluster of copper right there. You don't normally find that much copper together in one place, and boom, and the exit. Just happens that I found the exit at the same time with all the copper, so. But yeah, it's not that often you'll find all the copper in the same place. I'm gonna get that slime. Sliming. And, gotta be getting close to 10, right? Yeah, today is just a full day sunk in the mines. Whenever I go in the mines, I like to make a day out of it. I mean, obviously, water your crops, do everything that you have to do for the day. But, I mean, it's better if you can really just dive in and at least get 5 levels down. Now, if you can get more than 5 levels down, that's a plus, that's a bonus. I mean, even if it's just an extra level or two, you don't have to do in increments of 5, but being able to hit that 5th one and know you got that elevator. So I'm at 8 right now. I'm like, oh man, I better make it to at least 10. I gotta stretch that energy out. And I found some cave carrots, which is just the thing you're looking for when you're trying to stretch some energy out. Cave carrots aren't bad. And algae, another useful thing. So I'm gonna go ahead here, and even though my health is full, figure it probably won't be a problem, so I'm gonna stock up. I'm going to make sure that I get my energy back up to a decent level, and I'm going to open up an inventory slot at the same time. I decided to eat the algae though and keep 1 cave carrot just because cave carrots are a little bit stronger. Might need it. And that right there, next to that copper, is an earth mineral. So now I know I'm going to need more inventory space. And I didn't know what those green things were. I was like, what are those green things? I've gotten shoes, like I have the sneakers on, I've gotten shoes before in this game, but I've never gotten green boots. It just hasn't come up somehow. I don't know how. So, rubber boots, and what they do is they give you +1 immunity, so that slime, whenever it slows you down, it doesn't do that as much. And I didn't want to get rid of the sneakers because I don't know. I thought it would be cool to keep all. I'm such a hoarder in this game. It's bad. I thought it would be cool to keep one of each one just so that I could like have different outfits, even though I don't think you can change your actual outfit. I just wanted to be able to swap up my shoes. I'm lame. Anyways, there's the door down to the next level. So but I want to go ahead and clean up all these slimes. And you'll notice the ones with the tentacles on their head, I believe those are stronger. They have more health and do a little more damage. Yeah, that definitely have more health. You can see how many slashes it took on the ones with the tentacles versus the other ones. It was way quicker on the ones without the tentacles. And those bugs are so easy to kill, but hey, they give you bug meat, which you can turn into 5 beta piece, which if you're a fisherman like I like to be, then that can make you a lot of money. And I was checking out that sap, but might as well leave it there. And now we've made it to 9, floor 9. And look at all those boxes. I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do with my inventory at this point? This is when you're really wishing for a real inventory at this point. You're like, what am I gonna do with my inventory? And I think tomorrow I'm gonna have to do some fishing probably to try and I think to try and get some real money. And I'm taking some damage here. You can see my health go down, down, down. So go ahead and catch some of that health back up. But yeah, I think tomorrow is gonna have to be because of the time I spent down here, I'm not going to make much money from this. Although it seems like you would make money from going down here, usually you don't make that much money, and unless you're selling the. But I always keep my copper and put it into projects, and keep my stone and put it into projects to keep the bug meat put into projects. You get to sell a few quartz, so it makes up for the day, but you can make a lot more money if you just spend a whole day fishing. Especially once you start getting the nicer rods and stuff, man, you can make a lot of money just fishing in a day. Uh, I think fishing can be more profitable than the farming or the chickens and the eggs. I mean, you can only have a few chickens in a coop, and it takes a lot of overhead, whereas fishing, level 10, so, leather boots, the defense and the immunity, best of both worlds. So now I've got some actual footwear that can do exactly what I need, and it's pretty nice. And I think I'd throw away one of the other ones so that I can uh you know keep everything in my inventory that I want. I'm having to make hard decisions, and that's why you should try and get the 10K and get some backpack space because inventory space is critical in this game. You can juggle, but man, it's making tough decisions. It's not light decisions, it's tough decisions you have to make. Whoop. And I decided to go ahead and go down to the next floor. Just I didn't think I was gonna make it another 5 at already 7 p.m., but I figure hell, go down and explore, get some more little bits of amethyst, and there I am looking at my inventory, being the hoarder that I am, trying to take everything home, knowing I'm about to get some amethyst. But it's worth it to take the amethyst. I think it's worth more than anything else I have in my inventory right now, as far as what I need to do with it. Uh, what I end up needing to do is dropping some of those shoes. I don't think the athletic sneakers or anything is worth much. I want to keep the leather boots, obviously. They're as good as both of those combined. So freeing up a spot for amethyst. Amethyst makes complete sense. Oh my. 1 second. I'm getting cotton mouth. Okay, sorry about that. Mm. And now I'm just using up the last energy I have. It's 8 p.m. and trying to find the exit too. It's really like whack-a-mole. I mean, it could be any rock. Is it this one? Nope. What about this one? Oh, that's one of the ones I have to hit twice. Dang it, I hate the ones I have to hit twice. Is it this one? Oh, uh, what about this one? And I go around for a while. It takes me a little while. Now, this is a good sign here. Having a railroad track. I always find that having the railroad track increases your chances of finding a cart, or you only find carts on the ones with the railroad tracks. And sometimes the carts are just full of copper, or when you get deeper, even better stuff. Those rock guys are a little difficult to fight. You got to just time it right. That was actually one of the better encounters I had with them. Sometimes they get me. I sit there and whack them with my sword over and over again. You'll also see my energy level starting to fall. I got to keep an eye on that. Leave that wood behind. That wood's not worth anything to me. You know, with the inventory, with the stuff out of my inventory, it's way better that I don't worry about it. Oh, that was a good block. I actually got a good block. Ah, ah. Starting to get the hang of it. It had been a while since I played this game whenever I fired it back up for this playthrough, so, you know, and this is the first real deep all day combat dive I've done. So the slimes were getting me at first, but now I'm sliming right back. And look, the exit's already open. Might as well go down. Oh, those things. I'm not gonna fight him in this episode, but that's a teaser for an enemy that I will have to face later on. Not a major enemy, just a, and look how lucky I am. I just happened to open up another, but my energy's getting low, and check the time, 11. And it turns out what I told you about getting home at 11 is wrong. If you get home by it seems like midnight, maybe 1, you don't have any negative consequences, but we will see. I went ahead and left the mine. I didn't think it was worth it to try and push down and take the consequence. And look how pretty it looks with the leaves falling and it's night out time. Ah, I missed Miss Mary Lewis's birthday. That this is when I realized that I was like, oh man, there's no way I can even give him a present now. I guess I mean I could have gone like maybe I could have gone to his house and given him an amethyst, but I don't know. I probably would have ran out of time and got been late and had low energy for the day or whatever it is. But that was not a bad day. It's not a bad dive into ooh, it's getting late. Right at midnight it tells you it's getting late. So I think that's your warning to get home. And as long as you make it home before 1, you don't take any penalty. And I realized that since it's already midnight, I might as well organize my inventory. I'd check over my quest, make sure I'm on track for everything. And then spend a little time organizing my inventory. But that's about it for the episode. So why don't you like and subscribe if you want to keep watching these, and if you don't, you can fuck off. I have no idea how you made it this far into the video. Um, yeah, that's about it. I want to show you the end roll here real quick so you can see how little money I made. I threw a couple quartz and a couple amethyst in there and like 150. That's it. Anyways, later y'all.